and welcome to Days of Random. So, as you can see, no, I am not a loser. I am wearing a Luigi cap. Not the iconic look, more of a souvenir, but I have had this thing since my freshman year of high school. This was my favorite hat, and I had to stop wearing it because people bullied me and called me the loser. Like, loser, because that's what it looks like. That's the L. But, no. It's a Luigi hat. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's Luigi, not loser. Deal with it. Anyway, so, tell you the truth, last episode I was talking about last video, not episode. We're not into episodes yet. Except today will be a first episode of something. I'm going to get to that later. In a previous video, I mentioned that I'm a huge fan of Nintendo, and I showed a lot of drawings, like, one of Mario, one of, three of Bowser. Because at that time, that was my weird days when I liked the bad guy. Ugh, weird. Anyway, and then I had one drawing of Luigi. Sadly, I don't know why, but I can't believe I didn't draw enough of Luigi. Because Luigi is my favorite character because I can relate to him more than I can relate to most people. Because I've seen in some other people's videos where they're talking about Luigi actually having psychological issues, and a lot of what they said and Luigi had is actually what I have, which is interesting. So, I guess you could say I'm the glasses wearing Luigi girl. Call me Louisa. No. No. Anyway, but Luigi actually is my favorite character. One, because he wears green. Green's my favorite color. One of them. Anyway, back on the subject of what today's video is, which is actually going to be the first episode of revisiting my freshman year speeches. Yes, you're gonna be like, what? That can't be funny. Well, guess what? My freshman year speeches were meant to be funny. I did that on purpose. So, there will be a few I'm skipping over because they're really serious and, But, today we are going to bring out the magic, that is upside down, the magic binder. Yes, it says homework. I wrote that on there. That was 8th grade year. This was my homework binder. Anyway. Opening it up and, look at all this high school nostalgia. Anyway, let me find, okay. First speech we're going to do in this episode is the self-introduction speech. Oh my gosh. So my teacher actually had, the way she scored these were very interesting, because we had to be professional in the way we present our speech. So like the way we have to dress nice, okay, so we get points for everything we do. Like, the point I got, so the introduction was 2 points. Apparently in my my freshman year, I paused before starting, I made eye contact, and caught the audience's attention. And yes, you'll see why. That's 2 points. My conclusion was also 2 points. Eye contact sounded like you were ending, and paused after. That is... I also got 2 points, a full 2 points for that. That was worth 2, and it was worth 2 points for that. body and content was worth 4 points, and I got all 4 points, which is interesting. Used props, held the audience's attention, supported main points with examples/details, long enough to cover purpose. Yeah. Another one I got all 4 points for was personal qualities. A sincere attitude showed desire to communicate. I know I don't share that desire most of the time because I am in my room vegging out. As you will read in this. As I will tell you in this speech, well prepared. Got that right? And I practiced. Yeah! Physical delivery. 4 points. I only got 3 points from this. This is the only one where I was missing 1 point out of the whole thing. So, no distracting movement. I was tapping my foot. Hashtag ADHD. I can't stop moving. That's very hard. Because if I was in drama, I can't play a dead person. Because I'd be like, moving all the time. So, eye contact, looked at everyone. I got that one. Facial expression. Let's go get some Jim Carrey there. I can't do it right, but I know somebody who can. Not gonna mention names, but she was awesome. Awesome. One of the best and funniest actresses I knew at my school. Her initials were LB. That's all I'm gonna tell you. LB. Well, technically EB, but LB. Anyway. And, posture. I did pretty good on that. Now I'm like, nah. But now I'm like, So, oral delivery, 4 points. Use natural conversational tone. I'm amazed I didn't actually go loud like I normally do, because I am a loud person, grew up in a loud home. Volume, I was actually really good on that, surprisingly. Rate. I wasn't going bleh, or blah, blah, blah. I was straight. And expression. No, not that extreme more. Hi. No, I'm all like, hello, I'm being assertive. Anyway, so then the preparation is 3 points. So then I got that. The outline complete. I did that. And the practice checklist. Got that. So altogether, I had 22 out of 23 points. And she wrote, very good intro. Yay. Then my 1 minute was required, and I went over time, but my time was 2 minutes and 42 seconds on that speech. So, I'm gonna see. It's just done in like an outline kind of format, so I gotta and like bullet points and everything, so I gotta, it won't be the exact speech I gave, but let's redo this speech. Alright. Just, I used to live in a town called St. Mary's, Idaho, so that's why it will talk about St. Mary's, and it'll be talking about some things in my past life. Alright. That I used to do, and don't do anymore. And I will pause in those moments in which I will tell you I didn't do them anymore. Or what I do and don't do still. Okay. Here we go. The city of St. Mary's was in danger. Tourism had stopped because the town had become super boring. Oh my. Then one awesomely weird girl moved into town. Hi, I'm Moira Robertson, and I'm the new weird in St. Mary's. My hobbies are sort of weird and cool. In between. I draw weirdly cool stuff like half human, half animals. I don't do that anymore. What I draw is people. I draw cartoon people, I draw actual cartoon characters, I draw that. I draw. I don't draw half human, half animals anymore. Occasionally I will, but I'll immediately throw it like, nah. Or I'll keep it and say, hopefully my family doesn't discover this one. Yeah, Anyway. Okay, so then I sit on my bed a lot and just stare off into space. Yep, that's me still. Except I don't sit on my bed because it's a bunk bed. So, I'll just sit on the floor and veg out. Or just sit there and think. Sit there, think. Eat off my bag of Halloween candy. Listen to music. I have a bunch of different types of music I listen to, so. Anyway. At night, I listen to loud rock. Not the screaming kind. I learned later that that's called alternative metal. Not screaming or anything, but it's heavy, but not screaming. You can understand them. So, that's what I listen to. But I listen to the Christian kind, because I don't like cussing, or I don't like cussing. Plus, Christian music gets deep. It gets deep. Like, deep. Anyway. So, I still listen to that. Actually, I listen to every kind of music now. What I've discovered is, I've actually discovered hardcore, hybrid orchestra music. Yeah, I sleep to that now. Because it's epic. Anyway. My likes and dislikes are awkward for my age. Very. I don't like certain sauces. True. I love things with explosions. Yeah, I still like that. I still like explosions. But, Michael Bay, you do some good explosions. You just ruined the Transformers franchise, though. You ruined it! Don't know why, but I know you ruined it. You just ruined it for me. That's why I watch the TV shows now. I will never watch your movies. I have to do Transformers again. You ruined them. For me. They're just not good anymore. And the explosions got boring. Yeah, so explosions are still boring. You're boring now. Oh, and the one I said I don't like certain sauces? Condiments. I'm not into those. The only one I like is ketchup. And, sesame ginger dressing. That stuff is delicious. Oh, and, Spanish artichoke dip. Yum. Anyway. I hate people that are mean, rude, and stuck up. True to this day and forever. I live on a farm that is small with some oddities. I don't have that anymore. We live in the city. No farms. I have goats that are cutely funny. Yeah, they would be like, we had the miniature goats. They were Nigerian dwarfs. Nigerian dwarfs. If you don't know, they're not pygmy goats. They're not like tiny, but they're a little bigger. But they're funny. They're some of the funniest goats. And the babies just go boing, 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 boing. They bounce. They are so adorable. Kind of gross helping them get born, but slime. Ugh. Anyway, but it's sad because we sold them as pet or show goats, so we had to dehorn them. It was so hard seeing those little baby goats screaming, getting their horns burned off. It was so sad. It always made me sad. But after like a day or two, they're back to their bouncy selves. We always had a couple bottle babies each year, so bling, 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 bling. Yeah, follow you. I want to chew on your fingers, suck on your fingers, and then grind them to a pulp. Just so you know, if you have goats, never let them suck on your fingers, because what they'll do, they will take it back and go crunch. you could split your whole finger in half. They can break bones. They can draw blood. Be warned. Because I had a baby goat do that. Baby burger. Her name was Myrna. This finger. Whole nail split in half. Down the middle. Like, vertical. That hurt. Thank God she was a baby and didn't break my finger. Like an adult would. Anyway, off subject. Let's go back to this speech. I have chickens that are messy and smelly. Yeah. Truth. They were. They were annoying. I have a mallard that we saved off the side of the road. Yep, his name was Mr. Mallard. We actually did save him off the side of the road. He was a wild duck. We let him back into the wild afterwards. After we fed him, he was actually in with the chickens, and we gave him this huge bowl. We had a huge rubber bowl in there, and we'd fill it up with water. The duck would just go, Mr. Mallard would just jump in there, splash it all out, and then jump out. Splash. It's weird, but yeah, we didn't have him for very long. We had him for like a month or two. But not enough to really get attached to us. But, yeah. Anyway. Here comes the conclusion. As you can see, my hobbies, likes and dislikes, and my farm are weird. I am weird and proud of it. So what do you say? Are you ready to weirdify this town? Because I sure am. Like I said, I'm Moira Robertson, and I am the new weird in St. Mary's. Yep. That's me. New weird in St. Mary's, and that's what I was. Oh wow, it was 2013. Oh my gosh. Well, that was my speech. And that would conclude episode 1 of freshman year speeches. So, next time you will hear about my personal experience. Speech, right. Derp. Anyway, my personal experience speech. That will be next week. On Wednesday. So, this will also conclude our day of random. So, I will see you all maybe tomorrow or maybe on Monday. And I might be posting something else to my other channel. Maybe. I just haven't had the time to do that yet. So, at some point I will. When I do, hooray! For me, I finally uploaded something on my personal channel. Finally. Anyway, well, I have to go. So, this concludes our day of random. Ciao! Buttons! Nah! This thing annoys me so much. Oh, there it pops up. Okay. Anyway, this concludes our day of random. Ciao.